What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Got something new to show you. It's called Super Baitlock. So this is a way for wacky rigging, Neko rigging, and for rigging your urchin-style baits. I'll tell you about this thing right here. We'll talk about it now. It's cool. You can add weights to it. So super cool. We'll talk about it now. Thanks everyone for watching. As you know, I love showing off the latest and greatest in bass fishing tackle, and this is brand new. So I was contacted by the owner, the inventor of this. It's something called Super Baitlock, and it's brand new. Right now it's only available at Omnia Fishing. I'll put the link down below for it. But I'll kind of explain what this thing is and why I was intrigued with this, why I wanted to see it for myself and show you. So if you look at it, it is just a piece of plastic right here. I mean, honestly, it's very similar to the Neko hack at first look, the G-Crack Neko hack, where you slide it through the bait, whatever it is, whether it's your wacky rig or your urchin baits, which we'll talk about in a minute, and then you clip off the end of it, and then you hook your hook through there. Now, the one thing that's different about this compared to the Neko hack is it's a much bigger footprint on the bottom, so it's not going to pop out as easily. So that's really cool. So that was one thing that was intriguing to me, was just the rigging options. But the other thing is the ability to add weights to this. So this comes separately, but you can actually buy these little discs, and they're little lead weights that are 1/8 of an ounce, and they're just a little disc right here. So that's the disc, and you could put them on here to weight your wacky hook. So really highly customizable, just depending on what you want to do. You can obviously do it without a weight or with a weight. Now I have it rigged right here on a Koiki full cast right here, so everyone knows what those are, and then a single hook, but I have that weight on there, that 1/8 ounce on the bottom of it. So this is one way that you can get that single hook, which I am kind of leaning more towards that compared to the treble hook or the quattro, the quad hooks, just because it doesn't seem to foul up or get kind of out of position. That single hook, whether it's a weighted hook or in this case just a standard straight shank like that through the top, is a really good way to get really good hookups and with less fouling. Now the cool thing about this, and I'll show you, so this is that plastic again, but it's firm enough that you can slide it right into TPE. So this is a smaller bait. This is the Game Changer Baits depth charge right here. So you actually just slide it through, and you don't even have to put it in the hole, which a lot of people are doing with the hole that they come on. But you see, I popped it right through there with, as I'm doing this video. Then all you have to do is just trim off a little bit and then put your hook through there. I mean, you don't have to, but just trimming it off just makes it a little more compact. But then you have that weight on the bottom, and then you slide your hook through there. Do it right now. And all you gotta do is just slide your hook through there, and then your hook is right there. So you have that single straight shank hook. Again, it's out of the way, and then you have the addition of that 1/8 ounce weight. So it's gonna get down there. You can put 2 on there if you wanna be able to pop it a little harder. It's just a super genius idea, this Super Baitlock. So it's not just for urchin baits, although it's really good for that. But you can see here I have it on just a little worm right here, a little wacky worm, and you cut it down with that 1/8. Again, you can do it with or without the weightless, or weightless or with a weight, but just a really smart idea. And they're not crazy expensive. They're $6 for a pack of these. I think there's about 10 of them or so in there, and then you can get the weights as well. So just opens up the possibilities for a lot of different rigging. You can do some other stuff, if you wanted to. This is some different stuff they sent here. If you wanted to rig a tube a little bit different, you can do that, just to have a different option, different kind of show the fish something different. Really, there's so many opportunities with this system. So I'll put the link down below. I think it's really simple. I love terminal tackle. It's always cool to see the innovations in it, but especially for the urchin baits, that is something you need to look at if you want to try a different way to keep it, keep weighted and, really good hookups. That's a smart idea. It's really ideal for that. So whether it's a smaller bait like the depth charge, or we got the, the full cast right here, or your wacky rigs, it's just really a smart idea. That's why I wanted to do this video. But let me know down below, what do you think of this whole concept? Is it something that you think would be good? I think it's a genius idea. I mean, simple design, kind of takes what's out there already and just kind of improves it really with the addition of the weight and then that bigger base at the bottom. And put that full cast back on there, and let's go fishing. Thanks for watching.